Good day, dear glorious devil hunter bastards. My name is FOXSOL. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video here on Wallet May Cry, the game that's trying to separate you from your cash and make your wallet cry. In today's video is basically a little bit of a beginner's type video for you guys out there who's just started with Pika Combat that may need a little bit of information or tips to succeed better in this game. And from my point of view, I think I got you covered. So let's get into it. If you don't mind, let me take a sip of my Red Bull real quick. Damn, that's spicy down the throat. So, let's talk about, you're a beginner, you just start with Pika Combat, you finish the tutorial levels pretty much, and you're at Dad's bar, and you're at the part of the stories where you can continue the story, and you start unlocking a couple of different things. What should you be truly focused on? Should you be focused on developing your character? Should you be focused on the card system? Should you be focused where? Well, let me tell you so far, in all honesty, don't focus really much on anything except one major thing. Focus on the story. You got a limited amount of stamina with your pizza gauge, so you got to wait, for the pizzas in the oven. But do what you can to get through the story as fast as possible. This allows you to unlock more elements of the game, so that way you can, actually grind different things for your characters, different resources and such like this. But in order to unlock these areas, you have to go ahead and complete the story, or not complete it, but do more chapters. And the more chapters you do, the more stuff unlocks. Like by chapter 6, you'll unlock co-op. So you'll be able to do co-op stuff, raids and things like that. So when it comes down to it, my biggest number one tip, make sure you are working on a story. Don't focus on using your stamina, because you can use your pizza. You'll be able to unlock it by level 10 in the event section here, not the vault section, in the event section. Under challenges, you'll have the slot of slaughter. Don't waste your 20 pizza on this unless you're level 50 in the office. Unless your characters are level 50, I would not even bother to really touch this at all to do any kind of cards, okay? Because in all honesty, unless you're level 50, all the cards are shit. Like legitimately. Level 10, all you're gonna get is basic cards. They're worthless. You're gonna get rare cards when you get to level 30. They're decent, but they're worthless. When you get to slot 40, okay, you're gonna get some epic cards. They're decent, but you're level 40. At this point in time, unless you're really, bored and you just really want to start doing something with your character, listen to me carefully. Don't bother to do this. Wait till you get to level 50, because look what happens at level 50. You start pulling legendary cards. And then from level 50, you can see in 60, 70, and 80, you got legendary cards. So just wait till you get to level 50 to even bother really with the slot of slaughter. You'll get cards in different areas. You'll get cards with different challenges and stuff like that. I had a shit ton without even using the slot of slaughter, and it just randomly happens. So don't even bother with it. Don't even worry about it. Because in all honesty, what you're really focusing on is you take whatever cards you got, you put whatever best cards you got on your main characters, your team, you're good to go. But what you should be really focusing on when it comes to developing your characters is you should be focused on just materials, up cost and everything, and actually upgrading and leveling up. The more you level up your office, the more material you can use to build up your characters. So worry about that. I wouldn't even worry about weapons either, really. You'll get that through different events and everything that you'll unlock. So don't even worry about going pull for a weapon or anything. Don't worry about that. Another tip here while we're here with the hunters And this is one of my biggest tips for anybody who's just starting out all of the game. We all know that you're going to get the 3 characters on your team, which is going to be Dante, Lady, and Nero. These 3 right here, okay? But what you should be focusing on in all aspects is when you start gotching and pulling for characters and you start unlocking out the characters from pulling, there's only 11 characters at this point. For me, it was Endless Judgment Virgil when we pulled him, who is, I consider, my main character. If you're a person that has Royal Guard Dante and you like Royal Guard Dante a lot and that's what you want to be as your main character, focus your attention on developing that character. As you can see, my Virgil's level 19 challenge level compared to 16 and 14, which this is my team right here. These 3 are my team. I'm putting my primary focus on Virgil. I'm not putting my focus on Dante really. Basically, after Virgil's done and I see, you know, all this right here, there's no little red dot, it's all cleared up, then I'll come in here and do a little cleanup. You know, I'll clean up and I'll add a little bit more. Like, for example, right here, I need to do this anyway. Need to develop this, upgrade this weapon. Do a quick add. But I'm only going to do this after Virgil is done. I'm not focusing on upgrading these cards. I'm not focusing on upgrading this character until my Virgil is done. Then whatever's left over, I will go toss it into the other characters. Because, like, for example, I'm not upgrading none of the cards on Dante or Lady. I'm not going to put any other cards on them right now until we're here. I'm going to show you why. These are the legendary cards. These are the recommended cards for Virgil. Okay, the Phantom cards. You see how I got these 2 here, 22 and 15? Until these 2 cards are maxed out, I'm not doing anything else with any other character. So all resources are going to be going into this. These are legendary cards. These are the recommended cards for Virgil. As you can see in the strategy, under suggested cards, that is his recommended card set. His basic cards was this, but his advanced lineup was this. So that's what we're going with. So just focus really when it comes to your hunters. Just focus on one character as your max that you are going to push everything into, and then only work on your rest of your team as after your main character is completed. That is another tip number 2 when it comes to developing your hunters. That is what you should be and only should be doing. That is my opinion. And you'll thank me for it when you're going to Bloody Palace and you get to fucking second place, because you don't even have to switch a character. Your main character does all the damage and does everything for you, and you feel like a fucking badass. When it comes to, you know, the gotchaing system of this, or the pay side of things, I can tell you right now, when it comes to shop, these daily special right here of these 3 right here in particular, the free bonus and the 9% off, 9% off, hopefully that stays like that for a long time. But yeah, this 8 and 4 box of pizza right here is really worth it. So if you got $1.29 daily or every now and then, go ahead and waste it and toss it into this. And that way you can actually make yourself go through the story a little bit faster. This right here really helps. Now, the trick that you can do is if you're playing on an emulator, on an Android emulator on PC, you can actually, after you're done doing this and you do the story, you can switch over to your mobile device and you can go buy them again on your mobile phone or your iPad or whatever, and then log back in, and then you'll have, you know, an extra 120 pizza. So basically you can spend $4 depending on how many devices you got, because for some reason it resets on a device. I don't know why, but I go from an emulator to an iPad to my phone, and that's how I've been getting through the story a little bit faster. I just go buy the pizzas and get done. When it comes to this shit right here, your discount packs and everything, this is not fucking worth it. Don't even bother. This is not worth it at all. I would tell you right now, don't waste your money on this, and do not waste your money on any of this. Okay? I'm serious. Don't go waste the $4 here, $4 there. This is actually pretty decent right here. This is actually pretty decent. If I did it, you get 6 purchases on this. I can go ahead and renew this if I need to, but daily, you know, you can come here, you can pick this up, and it's cheap. I find it's pretty good. So I would just say, hey, you know, claim daily, instant receive. So every day we're going to get 2 of these and 1 revive, and daily we'll get 100 gems. I think it's worth it. Don't worry about skins, dude. Like, seriously, don't waste your money on here. And don't unless you really want to. I honestly going to tell you that it's not worth it. This right here is not really worth it either. However, this is how you buy gems. You can actually get a discount going through the website to buy it, or use Google Play, so that way you also get a rebate back in a sense, and you can use that to do other points. So that's all good and hunky-dory there. Yeah, don't forget to do your sign-ins. Don't forget to do, like, this right here is probably going to be worth. This is actually looks like this is going to be worth it for me too, because look how many gems you get out of this. For $14, I'm probably going to end up doing this, because look at this. 300, 300, 300. I think this is really worth it. And this is probably the next thing I'm going to purchase. So I would probably recommend doing this. You get 980 off the top, and then all this right here. So that's actually a really good deal. I really think that's a really good deal. So that's just a quick couple of things. Don't forget to do your dailies, like right here, because like I said, if you do the story mode, you'll start unlocking all this. You'll start unlocking all this. Realm Conqueror right here is actually really fucking worth it, as well as the memory corridor here, because this right here gives you XP right here, which will help get you leveled up faster. So the more you do the story and unlock different things, you can get more XP out of it from first clears. But what's so cool about this one right here in particular is I'm not worried about the rewards per se. This is where I'm getting my red orbs at. So 20 minutes, I got 558 red orbs. The higher you go up in levels, the more the starts increasing. So like we're at 28 a minute for 36 floors apparently. So just come here, you get here after 20 minutes or so, boom, we got 28 per minute. You click that. You don't even have to go play it. You go click and you get red orbs. So it's just another little way of doing things. Totally recommend joining a guild or making a guild. That's another thing. We'll make that a separate video for another time about guilds. But just really quickly before we end the video, what's good about guilds is that it does provide you with additional missions and also another way of getting gems right here. So it is completely worth going ahead and doing this. And then you even get, if you do like the events, you can get guild currency to where you could spend. And look at this, red orbs, elixirs, crimson scales are all fucking cheap under here. So totally recommend this. Do not overlook this. Do not overlook the boss materials. Do not overlook gems right here. I mean, red orbs, because it gives you a weekly basis to where I just bought this out today, all this out because I need the elixirs. I need the resources, and you'll get a lot of red orbs. So, hey, it is what it is. But this is a couple of little beginner tips for anybody who's just starting out. Not really that exciting of a video. I apologize, but take with this information you will. Until next time, take it easy, keep frosty, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.